Well, hello. Welcome back to my channel. Just Shauna here to talk about some friggin' books. And, well, yeah, Storygraph a little bit, but I'm just using Storygraph. But yeah, today I just wanted to go through my to-read pile in Storygraph and kind of clean it up a little, just kind of do a little spring cleaning, see if there's anything on there that I'm just like, actually, yeah, I don't care about this anymore. Let's just get it off the list. I haven't done that in a while, so let's see what we find on here. So I'm going to pull up my Storygraph now. Yeah, I haven't looked at this to-read pile in a while. So let's see, to-read pile. Oh God, I put something on my up next, something I have not read yet. I don't know when I put it on here. It is on my list of to read soon-ish, but as we know, I don't do great with a hard and fast TBR, as I have very recently discussed. But okay, let's go. I'm gonna switch it to a filter from earliest added and look at the oldest added stuff that I have on here, and we'll go from there. Okay, Rose of Fire. This is part of the Cemetery of Forgotten Books series by Carlos Ruiz Zafón, and I do want to finish that series up. So I do want to read that at some point. So I'm going to leave that on there. That's one that's it's like, I don't even know if it counts as a novella or a short story. It's like 30 pages. I just don't want to read it until I've read the whole thing. The Kite Runner. I own this book, right? Oh yeah, I do. It's right there. Let me mark it as owned. So yeah, because I own it, I'm going to leave that on there. I'm not unhauling it or anything. Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist. I also own that, so I'm going to leave that on there. I love that movie. It's just such a cute, I don't know, it's just a perfect, cute little wholesome teen, adventurous little, I don't know, I think it's adorable. I love it. I have that marked as TBR next. Ha ha ha. How to Be Lovely, the Audrey Hepburn Way of Life. I mean, this is just, I love Audrey Hepburn, and I've read several biographies or just books about her. So I do want to get to that at some point, but it's very, not urgent. Lamb, The Gospel According to Biff, Christ's Childhood Pal by Christopher Moore. I'm actually going to take this one off just because I have his vampire trilogy, and I want to read that. I've only read one Christopher Moore book in the past, and I did really like it, but it was so long ago that I'm I don't know if I will like his writing style now. So I want to read those, and then I'll determine if I'll read other Christopher Moore. So I'm going to take this one off. So I'm just going to click Remove Book. Yes. You always have to currently, I think this is on their radar, but if you are removing something from your lists in Storygraph, you have to also manually untag it if you have tagged it. Anyway, History of White People. This is a nonfiction. I don't own it or anything, but I do want to keep it on my radar, so I'm just going to leave that. Some Toni Morrison, same thing, going to leave that. The Winds of Winter. We'll see when that'll ever come out. At the Water's Edge by Sarah Gruen. I think I put this on my list because that's the author of oh my God, the circus thing. Water for Elephants, right? Does she just love water? Is that? Is that the same author? Am I crazy? Yeah, no, Water for Elephants, yeah. And then At the Water's Edge, she really likes it. But yeah, I really liked Water for Elephants, so that's why I have that on the list. I'll keep that on there because I don't own Water for Elephants, so just to keep this on my radar. Burial Rites by Hannah Kent. Elle loves this book, and it does sound interesting, so I think I'll keep it. Another Brooklyn by Jacqueline Woodson. What is this? Historical fiction? Okay. I do like historical fiction. Yeah, I'll keep that. That sounds fun. 100,000 Kingdoms by N.K. Jemisin. I own this, and I do want to get to it at some point. New People by Danzy Senna. I really liked Caucasia by Danzy Senna. I've talked about that book several times. I read it when I was in middle school or high school. But I don't really love contemporary fiction all that much anymore, so I think I'm going to take this one off. If I ever feel like it, I can get to it, All right, Dresden Files. I really liked. The only Jim Butcher I've read is the Aeronaut's Windlass, which is a series that I don't know if he's ever going to continue. I don't know that I would love Dresden Files, though, because of what it is. And, like, lately, or in recent time, I have tried picking up some kind of urban fantasy, paranormal, kind of almost like crime procedural stuff with, like, detective-style characters, and I just haven't loved them. So, I don't know. I think I'm going to remove this. It's the Dresden Files. It's not like it's going to fall off my radar and I'm going to, like, forget it exists. Everybody talks about it, so we're going to just take that off for now, though. Half a King by Joe Abercrombie. I do want to read Joe Abercrombie. I'm going to leave that. Descender Volume 1. This is a graphic novel series, and I've just heard really good things about it, but, like, years ago, and I haven't really heard anything about it since then. And I don't tend to love graphic novels. I don't read a lot of them. I don't get that gripped by a lot of them. I don't know. I think I'm going to take this one off. Okay, Philippa Gregory. Yeah, I want to read those at some point. I do like historical fiction and the Tudor family. Maybe this will be better with the mic. The mic keeps like flipping around. Is this better? I don't fucking know. I'm so sorry. Anyway, yeah, I really like the Tudor family and stuff, so I do want to read those at some point, but not in a huge... Okay, Promise of Blood by Brian McClellan. I don't know that I do want to read this. I don't know. Would I like it? I don't know if I would. I'm gonna remove it for now. Oh, hey, this one. Yeah, I knew I had this on my radar. I just bought this book recently, a used copy of The Ironworm Affair, Bannon and Claire #1 by Lilith St. Crow. And I was like, I knew I had this on my radar, and I sure did. So I'm going to mark that as owned, because I do own it now. Oh, and same with this one, The Woman Who Would Be King. Hatshepsut's Rise to Power in Ancient Egypt. I own that now also. Cool. Legacy of Kings by Eleanor Herman. I don't know. I'm going to leave it. Oh, it's young adult. I'll leave it. I still want to give young adult a chance. The Emperor's Blades by Brian Staveley. This one I don't know if I would like this. I don't know. I might want to take it off. Just some things I've heard about it. I don't know if I would like it. And it's another one that's like pretty popular on Fantasy BookTube, so I don't think I'll forget it exists or anything like that. Hearthstone, oh my god, I've had this on my list for so long because of Mara describing it as like Pride and Prejudice but with dragons, and I need to get to it. Dinner with a Vampire by Abigail Gibbs. I definitely want to read that one as well. God, these have been on my list for so long. Cleopatra's Daughter by Michelle Moran. Yes, I've heard good things about Michelle Moran, and I like that it's like Cleopatra and then Nefertiti. It's different history, I guess, than like the European historical fiction type stuff, you know. Brothers Ruin, Industrial Magic #1 by Emma Newman. Sure, steampunk, okay. I should be writing a writer's workshop. I should be reading that. But I'm not, it's fine. The Creation of Anne Boleyn, yeah, I like that. Okay, Dead Witch Walking by Kim Harrison. This is a paranormal, urban fantasy one from my understanding. Vampires, witches, and I believe I think there's romance involved in it. I don't know. I'll leave it. The Seven Sisters by Lucinda Riley. I'm going to remove it. I don't know. Never heard anything about that. I don't even know where I got that from. The Myth of Race, nonfiction one that, yeah, I do want to get to at some point. Queen's Rising by Rebecca Ross. I'll leave it. The Prey of Gods by Nikki Drayden. I have heard good things about that. I think I'll leave it. Okay, The Wicked and the Divine, I think I'm going to remove. It sounds cool, but again, it's like graphic novel, and I've heard kind of mixed things about it also. So we're going to remove that. The Witches of New York. Oh yeah, no, I'm going to remove that. I'm not going to go through my entire list, by the way. I'm just kind of going to go through these older ones. Daughter of the Blood, I do want to leave that. That's like an older fantasy one, but, you know, written by a woman, so I'll leave that. Okay, The Alienist, I've heard it's what the TV show is based off of. Do I want to leave that? I think I'll leave that. Rainbirds, this is another one that I heard good things about, but it's like contemporary, mystery kind of. Not exactly my jam. I'm gonna remove it. Boy of Fire and Earth, I'm still interested in. The Black God's Drums, I'm definitely interested in, and it's a freaking novella, so I just need to get to it already. Empire of Sand, yes. Still interested in that for sure. Sins of Empire by Brian McClellan. Maybe, I don't know. I'll leave that one. I haven't really heard that much about that one. 3 Parts Dead by Max Gladstone. Yes, interested in that. I think that's like something with witches and paranormal stuff. Maybe? Maybe. I don't know. Friggin' Olympian Affair by Jim Butcher. This is the series I was talking about that I don't know that he's ever going to continue. Fun. Half-Drowned King by Linnea Hartziker. I've heard good things about that. I definitely do want to read that still. The Empire's Ghost by Isabel Strager. What the heck is this? Let's see.
Crafted, powerful, massive drama, epic fantasy. Nuditure. Has the series continued? Okay, yeah.
I'll leave it. I'll leave it. Maybe someday, you know? The Black Tides of Heaven. Yes, I still want to check that out. Okay, The Pillars of the Earth. This one, I don't know. I have heard really great things about it, but at the same time, it's so long, and it's like, I hear good things about it. Like, I hear people praising it, but when they're describing it, I'm just like, that doesn't sound fun. And it could just be wrong, and like the premise might just be weird, but I don't know. It's another one that's pretty popular. I don't think I'll just like forget about it. Kill the Queen by Jennifer Estep. I'm gonna remove this one. I think I would rather read the Hollows one than this if I'm gonna like pick up a book like that. Priest of Bones by Peter McLean. I think I have this on ebook, so I'm gonna leave that. The Candle and the Flame by Nafiza Azad. I was interested in this. It's young adult fantasy, but like, I don't know, man. Heck, I think it's the cover just gets me. It's also like non-European based inspired fantasy world, which I'm always intrigued by. So we'll see. The Tethered Mage by Melissa Caruso. I've heard mixed things about. I'll leave it. Hounded, The Iron Druid Chronicles. I do want to leave that. Dio Gracias, A Tale of Rwanda. I think if I'm going to learn about this, like, history, I would rather not do it with a graphic novel, maybe. I'd rather just read some, like, nonfiction about it, so I'm going to remove that. Okay, The Emissary. What? I don't know what that is. Yeah, we'll leave it. Women, Race, and Class. I own this. Need to get to it at some point. Carmilla, I do still want to read at some point. Snow and Love might be cute. These are just like Christmassy ones. I'll leave these on here. Every now, like for Christmas time, usually I'm kind of in the mood to read like Christmassy stuff. Factfulness, yes, that is nonfiction I still want to get to. Paragon Hotel, yes, I own that. Wolf and the Whale, yes, I own that. Mara, Daughter of the Nile. Oh, I think, no, I don't know what this is. I'm going to remove that. This one I own. Okay, The Bird King, I'll leave it. I don't know if I'm that intrigued. These are all just whatever. Another graphic novel. That one looks really cool, though. I'm going to leave that one. Descendant of the Crane. I don't know if I would like that. We'll see. Upon a Burning Throne. Definitely want to get to that. Dragon Slayer by Duncan M. Hamilton. Sure. The Fever King I friggin' own. I have an ebook copy of it, and I've just never picked it up, but I hear good things about it. Okay, Nocturna, I don't think I want to read because I've heard that the series like falls off and just the premise, what I've heard about it and stuff, I don't know. I don't think we're going to take that one off. Okay, I'll only look at like 5 more and then we can be done. Like I said, I kind of wanted to just clean up like the older ones. How High-Tech Tools Profile Police and Punish the Poor. that sounds kind of interesting, but also like I already know, I guess, how, I don't know all the ins and outs of the ways in which this is done, but I just already have like an understanding that this happens. So we'll leave it. We'll leave it. Another nonfiction. Yeah, we'll leave that. Okay, this one's a memoir. It sounds good, Letters to a Young Muslim, but I don't know. I don't love memoirs all that much usually, and I wouldn't want to like read it going into it feeling kind of like meh, and then not love it and stuff. Okay, these are all ones I own, so yes, we'll leave these. I'll find some that I don't own. Okay, yeah, own. Oh my god, all ones that I own that I want to leave on here. The Deepest Blue. Okay, yes, I do still want to read that. Sarah Beth Durst. I'm reading a Sarah Beth Durst right now. And this one is set in the world of the Queens of Renthia, which I love. Before We Were Yours, historical. This one I think is one that Jade had recommended years ago, so I'll leave that. Not gonna lie, reading about the broken-ass American healthcare system, I can't, right? I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Damnation Island, no. Okay, I think I'm at like 5 now. So The Naturals, yes, this is young adult, and it's like mystery thriller, which is not typically my jam, but I'm gonna leave it for, you know, times when I might feel like getting out of my comfort zone. I should do a tag on Storygraph of like out of my comfort zone so that if I'm in that mood, I can just like filter and look. Anyway, all right, that'll be enough for today. Like I said, I'm not gonna go through the entirety of this list because there's a lot, but I just wanted to clean some of it up from the older stuff. So yay, now how many do I have? 381. So I got rid of like 18, right? Math, I had 399 or 19. Yeah, I got, wait, like 17, whatever. I got rid of more than 15. Oh God, so yay, there we go. That's great. I'm sure I could get rid of more, but I don't need to sit here for like a full hour doing this. If I got rid of any that pained your soul because you've read the books and you thoroughly love them, and if you think I would actually love them, let me know in the comments below. But otherwise, thank you so much for your time. Hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.